Fatal crash on Windward Road. A man died in a crash early yesterday morning along Windward Road in Kingston. The crash, which reportedly occurred around 3 o'clock, happened in the vicinity of Vauxhall High School. The man's 2013 white Nissan Windward motor vehicle was damaged in the incident. The Elliston Road Traffic Department is investigating. Education Ministry probes report of students being locked out at start of new school year. Education Minister Dr. Dina Marx-Dixon says the ministry is investigating claims of students being locked out across the island as the new academic year officially starts yesterday. Reports have been circulated on social media about students at secondary institutions being locked out of school due to grooming breaches, among other reasons. Speaking with reporters yesterday afternoon, the minister said all children deserve access to safe and inclusive education. She noted that issues related to grooming standards and other disciplinary matters must be handled collaboratively. And despite these issues, the new academic year had a strong and positive start, especially with the rollout of the new school buses.
The ministry is also aware of reports today of students being denied access to school compounds and classes. Our commitment remains clear. No student should be locked out of school or denied the opportunity to learn. All children deserve access to a safe and inclusive education. In situations where there may be concerns, including those related to grooming standards and other disciplinary matters, we believe that these matters must be handled respectfully and collaboratively. And we're going to have to send the right signal to our children that we respect them, we care for them, but at the same time that we have rules that need to be followed. I have spoken with the permanent secretary, and the regional teams have been alerted to investigate and intervene wherever necessary to ensure that our children have access to school. I am so pleased to report a strong and positive start to the new school year. It was a delight to see so many students out this morning after a week of orientation and administrative processes concluded last week. One of the main highlights for me was joining a group of enthusiastic students, and their parents were even more enthusiastic, on one of our newly launched rural school buses. This is a promise that was made earlier this year, and I am so happy that the government has been able to deliver on its promise to our children and their families. This will undoubtedly help to improve access to education in our communities across the country. The system is up and running smoothly, and we are all systems go for the year ahead.
Twin brothers and Biggs charged for alleged motorcycle theft. 3 men, including twin brothers, have been charged with housebreaking and larceny and receiving stolen property in relation to the theft of motorcycles and all-terrain vehicles (ATVs). Charged are 28-year-old deliveryman Kevon James, 20-year-old old mechanic Kellan James, both of Morningside Drive, Montego Bay, St. James, and 35-year-old Derek Robertson, otherwise called Biggs, a chef of Dr. Chang Boulevard, Norwood, also in St. James. The Montego Bay police say on 3 separate occasions between June 23rd and August 3rd, the men broke into a warehouse in Cousins Cove, Green Island, Hanover, and stole missile motorcycles and ATV bikes amounting to over 20 million. A report was made to the police and a list of stolen motorcycles inclusive of their engine chassis numbers handed over to them. In August, all 3 men were arrested during a police operation and the motorcycles recovered. The men were taken into custody. On September 1, the 3 men were charged for the offenses after interviews were conducted in the presence of their attorneys. Their court dates are being finalized. Bellevue Hospital urges mental health to be part of back-to-school focus. As the new school year begins, Bellevue Hospital is calling for mental health to be treated as a national priority alongside academic achievement. In a statement on Monday, The hospital said that while exam results and grades often dominate September discussion, the psychological well-being of students must not be overlooked. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), 1 in every 7 adolescents globally experiences a mental disorder, with anxiety, depression, and behavioral challenges being the most common. Left untreated, these conditions can hinder learning, social growth, and long-term development. Every September, we talk about exam results, grades, and performance. But without good mental health, none of that is sustainable. Dr. Marlon Simpson, clinical psychologist at Bellevue Hospital, he stated, mental health is critical for children's success. It's normal for students to feel nervous about exam, but with encouragement and support from parents and teachers, they are far better prepared to thrive. The hospital is urging parents and educators to act early by establishing routines, creating safe spaces for conversations, and paying attention to warning signs such as mood shift, declining grades, or absenteeism. If children's stress or anxiety is ignored, it can progressively get worse, Dr. Simpson cautioned. It may show up as physical illness, bullying, refusal to do assignments, or withdrawal from peers. These issues, if left unaddressed, only create more strain on families. That's why parents and teachers must pay attention to small changes and investigate what's triggering them. Bellevue also highlighted that the need for proper support for children with behavioral conditions such as ADHD and conduct disorder. Without intervention, classrooms can be disrupted and teachers may experience burnout, ultimately impacting the quality of education. Dr. Simpson further advised that parents and teachers must also manage their own stress at the start of the school year. Simple steps like spreading out expenses, setting routines, and taking time to rest can make a big difference. Protecting your own mental health ensures you're in the best position to support children, he stated. The WHO has found that half of all mental health conditions begin before the age of 18, making early intervention essential. Dr. Simpson stressed that Jamaica must break the stigma surrounding mental health by weaving it into the back to school conversations. If we treat mental health as a national priority alongside education, we can give children the love, guidance, and support they need, he shared. Bellevue Hospital is reminding the public that resources are available across the island to address mental health challenges. Anyone concerned about a student or their own mental well-being is encouraged to contact their local health department for clinical schedules and support service. Residents praise Severite's swift removal of campaign billboards. Residents across the St. Andrew North Central have commended newly elected Member of Parliament Delano Severite for the swift removal of campaign billboards, flags, and other things from light poles in the constituency. In a post on X 2 days following the September 3rd election, Severite, who secured a landslide victory in the polls, announced that his campaign road logistic team have already started the removal exercise, noting that the effort would be completed over the weekend. Our campaign billboards are being removed from light posts by other road logistics team, hope to complete over the weekend. Thanks again for the support Severite posted. The announcement was met with widespread praise from constituents and other observers, many of whom welcomed the move as a sign of respect for the community's appearance after the election season. Barbara Blake Connor was quick to congratulate the MP while urging continued beautification efforts. Huge congratulations on your win. Now please, beautify the Constant Spring Bus Park and garden beside it. Users and residents will be happy, she noted. Others applauded the example being set, with one user noting, "Well done, hope others follow through too." Rodney S. O. Campbell added a light-hearted jab, "I suspect when they are finished with it, it will be time to return calls and messages." Custos of Manchester Sally kept it brief and encouraged good work in Delano. When Boyd highlighted the leadership behind the initiative, "Thanks for taking the lead on this. I was wondering just today when these will be removed. I hope the others follow." Others described the action as an example for the nation. "Good moves. This should be national," said a user who goes by the name Proud Jamaican. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation KSAMC has formally requested that all political parties remove their signals, flags, banners, and drapes from thoroughfares, intersections, and residential communities. In a letter dated September 8, 2025, KSAMC Town Clerk Robert Hill wrote to the General Secretaries of both Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party asking that the removal be completed within 7 days. The corporation would appreciate if this removal process is completed within the next 7 days from the date of this letter, the correspondence read. The combination of severite swift action and the KSAMC's directive has been widely welcome, with many residents expressing hope that other candidates and parties will quickly follow suit. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.